Good morning, my fellow subscribers, audience, viewers, and guests. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Thank you very much for stopping by at my channel. I'm grateful to God, Divine Spirit, grateful to Universe, Cosmos, Great Mother Earth, and the elements from which I was created from. I am grateful to them. I will be grateful to each element of air, fire, earth, water, and air, element of air, element of water, fire, earth. I named them all, and breath of God, the divine, which is known as the spirit, the fifth element, which is connected to my soul. In me, there's a soul. In you, there's a soul. Anyway, thank you very much. So today, we're going to talk about the composition and layout. This is phase 4. Now, in phase 4, usually what I personally do, now everybody's different, every artist is different out there. They have their own surface, they have their own media. Some are into digital art, some are doing ChatGPT art. Who knows what they use out there, right? I am a traditionalist. I'm an old timer. I like to feel my paint, smell my paint. And, when you smell your paint, what happens to you, right? Linseed oil, paint, other mixtures. We all know what happens, right? Let's not go there. And so, as we move to this, what happens in this chart, or not chart, my bad, in this phase, right? In this phase, you get a printout, right? Now, there are many steps in this working, many steps. As you can see, with each symbol, there are words, okay? These words are known as paraphrase, known as mantras, however you want to say it, okay? Now you can gaze at these symbols, okay? Gaze and let go, gaze and let go, gaze and let go, right? That is the beauty behind symbols and its meanings, right? This was already done a couple of days ago, or maybe a week ago, but now I'm in a process of holding them in my hands, right? So I can gaze them, right? And moving forward, okay? This is the second page right here. Right? This is the second page, right? And this will be the third page right here, okay? This will be the fourth page. You see this? Symbols. Let's look at it again, up close, right? Up close, right? You see the symbols right here, okay? So these are connection, interlinked. They're associated, and here is the totem spirit of the owl, okay? This is the path right here, okay? Path. As you can see, there is a middle path, and then you see 3 different paths. One is straight, one is to the right, one is to the left, right? And then you see these image of warriors, right? They are Roman, Greek, and then of course there's within the Hinduism there is a warrior, especially the Lord of Mars, okay? The Lord of Mars, okay? That is what I am going to be applying, using its powers, energies, patterns, right? So this collage will be split in 3 elements, You can call them elements, you can call them concept, philosophy, subject matter. 3 elements subject matter is magical, technical, and the next one is actually mundane life. Okay, mundane life. All right. Magical has a connection to my mystical origin, my spiritual origin. So it's an intertwine. Okay. Now technical, because technology is used and applied. Remember, before the technology, modern day technology, there was alchemy in the ancient Arabic. After the fall of the Europe, there was alchemy used in the Egypt, in the Arabic region, and the modern day chemistry came from alchemy. Okay, which is, we call them chemistry. Now, when we take an image of any color printer, or we take an image and we tell a printer to print it, it has a cycle, printing cycle, right? It's got 6 cycles it prints on. It takes the image from software or USB or whatever image. It brings onto the transfer belt and it takes into the drum, and then it prints out on the paper. Those 6 images are all part of alchemy. And all the elements are used, right? Fusion is happening. It's called fuser. If you're an IT guy or fixed printers or been around, you know what's happening in the printer. Okay, so chemistry, alchemy, modern day process is heavily used, right? So we are using all of these elements. We are using element of the air. Fusion is happening when the image gets binded and bounded and pressed onto the paper. Okay, heat transfer is happening. There's a heat. Fuser is a heat element. Okay, all the colors that get mixed up are made out of pigment in the toner cartridge. There you go. Okay, so element of the earth. All right, and element of the water. When the paper is manufactured in the processing plant, it uses all those elements, right? So we are always using and applying the power of these 4 elements, right? And when we go to any printer shop, so when I am collecting all these elements, I call these elements for the collage on my paper, right? To be used, to be cut on a cutting board later on. That's the 5th phase, okay? 5th phase. We always use humans. So I go to a lady over there in a printing place. So that's element of spirit. See how I'm connecting this? Associations, understanding. There's a deeper level, right? Deeper understanding. So we use element of spirit. So when I'm doing the work, I am the element of spirit. And when she's printing it for me, when I was talking on the phone or sending her an email, she's the element of spirit, right? So there are 2 connections, right? Then here's the other page. We have another image of an owl that I'm going to use, the ram. In my earlier upload with these pictures, I have given the definition, okay? All right. Now, this symbol that you see is another magical system called geomancy. Okay, it is related to, of course, Mars. Mars. Here is another ram picture, scorpion, right here. Of course, I'll be using dragon. Okay. Now, I will be using nature as well, so I have some nature that is connected by flowers, and of course this giant tree. Now, I love trees. I have trees where I live at, and I enjoy trees. I talk to them. I have plants in my house. Plants are everywhere, almost. And What is behind this collage? Let's see. It's my new venture. I have 2 YouTube channels. This one is Right Tools for Right Job, and this one is Art Base, right? Here's an eagle or a hawk. Well, native Indians, I'm a hawk. Okay? And of course, like I said, know thyself. You need to know yourself. How are you going to know yourself, right? Either your earth element, fire, air, or water. I am fire. I'm right here, right? And this is another know thyself, know yourself. This is another chart right here. And of course, know your planet. Know your planet, know your heavenly bodies, how you're connected, okay? It's very important that you know yourself. Before this, I've uploaded a content titled Know Thyself, Self-Awareness. How are you gonna know yourself? The day you're born, the year you're born, and the time. Always find out, talk to your parents, find that out. I heavily use numerology. Yes, I do. I heavily use astrology. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And obviously the way you were raised, your family background, your teachers, your coaches, your friends, that is all have associated connection to your upbringing, to your growth, is who you become later in life, and that's who you are. Okay? Know thyself and self-awareness. You may pick up bad habits, you may drop bad habits, all those things count, right? All those things count. Okay, I just say different systems have different philosophies, right? So here's a system right here. It's from Agma. And then here's a tree in the fox. Then, of course, we have soul tree astrology sign right here. Okay, March. Let's look at that. Hazelnut tree. And then, of course, I'm also connected to bear. The power of the bear. You don't want to mess with the bears, right? Bears are bears, man. Bears will, you mess with the bear, they're going to claw you. Right? You don't want to mess with any bears, any animal spirit, totem spirit that I'm connected to. They can be dangerous, right? As long as you respect their habitat, as long as you respect their nature's way, give them space, give them room, don't harm them, don't hurt them, we're all good to go, right? That's the philosophy behind life, both in the mundane world, magical world, mystical world, and the spiritual world. Any realm you're connected to, even in the astral plane, when you sleep in your dream world, you may see, you may hear, you may watch, you may touch any entities. As long as you have no intention of harming or hurting, okay, you can cruise by in the dream world, pick up some lessons, wake up in the morning, and then walk your mundane life. Those of you who are mystical, those of you who are spiritual, those of you who understand what I mean, that's what I mean. Okay? All right, here's another sign right here, symbol. And of course, everybody knows what a fox is. All right. So in this step, most important, the dynamics of this collage, right, will be associated to the top-notch symbol. Okay. Now, at this point, I don't know what's going to happen to the collage, where it's going to go, how it's going to be transformed. It's called transformation. Okay. Every painting, every collage has its own output. Okay. It's all up to the person, what they put into it, right? What I put in is what I get out. Got it? So this phase will be completed, is complete. This phase is complete. Next phase, I'm going to cut these elements. Okay, it's a collage. Collage work, everybody knows, you bring in things together and you bring one individual piece after that, right? I'll be using different medias. So this is a thought process. It's a work in progress. It is connected to all those three pathways I was talking about, the three road, like a pitchfork, right? Technical, magical, and mundane. Mundane, mundane. Technical, magical, mundane, right? There's only one me, right? So my worlds are intertwined, right? Intertwined, right? That's what the key is, intertwined. Okay? So, like I said, here, share, grow, learn, educate. Teach yourself and teach others. If you like it, you subscribe. Thank you very much and have a nice day.